Hello, future engineers. In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to model this part right here. And I'm going to start in a little bit more of an unorthodox way. I'm going to be starting by drawing in some circles right here, connecting them and creating this bottom surface. Then I'm going to create one of these towers and mirror it to the other side, practicing our midplane and our mirror command. So let's get started by adding some of these holes. The first one is a diameter of 50, and the next one we've got this radius of 15. I'm going to make that a radius of 30, and I'll show you where I'm going from here. So if I go over to New, I want to make sure that I am selecting my metric file because this is a metric part, and I'm going to hit Create. I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this surface over here, and I'm going to rotate it just around to make sure I have the same orientation as the drawing. And we're going to start with 15 and another one that is 30, and then I am going to draw in a line that is 38. This line right here should be a dimension of 38. Let's bring back up this drawing. So I basically drew in this circle, and then you can see this says 2 by 38. So I'm drawing that back over here. Now I want to know how far it is out to make just half of this tower or this face over here. So looking at the outside, we've got a radius of 15, so it should be up 15, and then we can space it out 32 from the side here. So we've got this line over here, and then we actually can draw in a line like this, draw in a line over here, and then draw a line until this meets tangent back to this. All right, I'm going to move this dimension up over here and make sure everyone can see all of my dimensions. Cool. So we know from this point to this line over here, this was a dimension of 15. And then this dimension from here to here is 32. Now this is an awesome opportunity for us to use a 2D mirror. I showed you a 3D mirror, but I want to draw these lines in again, but I don't actually want to draw them in again. That would take time. So I'm going to take my mirror plane, or this mirror command, and I'm going to select this line, and this line, and this line. These are the lines that I want to mirror. The line that I want to mirror it on is going to be this center line right over here. And I can choose that as my mirror line. I can hit apply. And now you can see this has created the shape that I want. This line right here, I don't really need to be a visible line, so I'm going to turn it into a construction line. This now gives us our full shape, and I can use my trim tool to trim that up if I really wanted to. I can just hit X and remove this out so that it is fully just the shape that I want to extrude. So now I can hit Finish Sketch, and I'm going to extrude this shape. The height of this, I believe, is 12.5. Yes, 12.5. So that's what we're going to do over here. We're going to extrude that up 12.5. There we go. Now I want 2 of these, so I can grab my 3D mirror. I'm going to choose that, select this object, then go to my mirror plane and choose this face over here. Then I can click OK, and I have just mirrored this across. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Now I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this surface over here. I'm going to draw in that basic shape that I know we're going to have. So I'm going to move that just like there, and then take a circle at the center point here, and drag that out. Now I left this over here because I'm going to actually project this line and use a collinear constraint to make sure that those match up. That just allows me to save time dimensioning as well as use existing geometry that I already know is correct. Cool. So now we've got some information that we got to do about this circle. One, I'm going to delete this upper line because I don't need it, and I can trim out this bottom line over here too. I'm going to add in the other circle over here. This has a dimension of 15. I believe it's 15. Oh no, it's 12. We got 2 of them that are 12. And then this is a height of 35, and these are concentric. So let's throw that in. One, we're going to make this 12. And then throw in a height right here. And you can see that that is now fully done. When I hit Finish Sketch, I have this over here, and I can extrude my shape, but this time I want it to go inwards. When I do this, it defaults to cut, so I'm going to have to switch it back over to join. And with it joining, we want to extrude this back a depth of 12. So right now it's on 12.5. We'll go over to 12. We'll click OK. Now, I want to mirror this over to the other side, but I don't have a direct line that I can use when mirroring. So if I choose my mirror command and I want to mirror this feature, I don't really have a center plane. So what I can do is create a mid-plane. So I'm going to choose my work plane tool, choose this side, flip it around to the other side, and this will totally bisect our shape just where we want it to go. Now I can grab my mirror command, choose the mirror feature. I chose a little too many. Just this feature, and choose this as my mirror plane. I click OK, and now that's done. I can right click on the visibility of this over here. I'll go over to my eye properties, physical, and update, and we should be getting 19,743.48 and 79,317.695. So thank you for following along. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please make sure that you're reaching out. All right.